I'm Evan Wells, and I'm the co-president of Naughty Dog. Today we are presenting Jak X for the first time. It's the latest Naughty Dog product. It's an extension of the Jak and Daxter franchise, but as we discussed at the end of Jak 3, it's no longer part of the trilogy. We've wrapped that up with Jak 3. So this game takes place as sort of a side story. It's not about the precursors, but it still is very much in the universe, and we are including an adventure mode that includes a lot of cutscenes and story and plot, along with just the over-the-top action that we're including with all the racing elements, of course. Well, as we were developing Jak 3, we obviously we created this very sophisticated physics system to run the dune buggies in Jak 3, and everyone who saw it, including ourselves, including our producers, the press, consumers, they all said, "Wow, that's a lot of fun to race those cars. It really deserves the attention of a full game." So it was a really simple choice for us to move in this direction. The game has a story that's very rich this time. They're brought to this city that Crew from Jak 2 originated from. You know, it's a city all about crime and gambling and sort of very seedy. It's where Crew's home base was. But of course, in Jak 2, he met an untimely demise at the hands of Jak and Daxter. So they get called to the city to hear his will and the reading of his will. And Crew, from his grave, has still got some sinister plots up his sleeve, and he tricks them into racing for him on his team to try to win the grand championships of the city, which ultimately has a lot more value than a simple trophy in a trophy case. It turns out that the crime lords of the city use this as sort of competition to see who will be the ruling family, and Crew wants to bring that to his side even after his own death. We wanted to provide much more than just a racing game. I mean, Jak and Daxter has always been about variety and mission types, and so that's what we wanted to include in this racing game as well. So of course we'll have tracks where the objective is to finish in first place by getting the lowest time, but that's not the only objective you'll have on the track. We'll have other events where you actually race around the track with drone cars, and rather than trying to come in first place by getting the lowest time, there's a fixed amount of time, and it's who can rack up the highest kill count in that fixed amount of time. We'll also have open arenas that will be much more traditional Jak 3 type gameplay, where you'll have beasts or animals or creatures out there that, there's 5, 6 of you out there trying to hunt and kill the most beasts as they can in the allotted time. We'll also have challenges which are just straight up deathmatch. You'll have these giant open arenas, and it's just who can kill each other the fastest. So we're really trying to keep that variety of the Jak and Daxter franchise consistent across this game as well. Yeah, well, with Jak X, we really wanted to take Naughty Dog online for the first time, and we were really excited to do it, but working on the Jak and Daxter trilogy never really allowed us to experiment in that realm, because we really wanted to focus on a single-player adventure experience for those games. But now, this is a perfect opportunity to make this game that's entirely focused on online. Everything you do, even in the adventure mode, even in the single-player missions, it's still running online code. It's just there's one player. So we really want to make this game all about online, all about multiplayer. You've got 2-player split screen. You can play locally. Those 2 players can play online together against opponents. You have 6 players can play in any race or match together online. You've got headset support that allows open channel communication. You don't have to push any button. You can speak freely. So I really just wanted to make this a very rich online experience. We really wanted to make sure the cars were really strong personalities themselves, so that every car had a very unique and sexy feel. And so we enlisted the help of a student who just graduated from Art Center in Pasadena, majoring in transport design. So he had a choice of going to Detroit to actually make real cars, or just really spread his wings and just come up with some really crazy designs that can be implemented very fast and sort of see his work on screen right away. So he's just really jazzed about this, and it allows us to tap into that creative talent and come up with just a lot of different modes and our customization ability and personalization ability for your cars that you're going to be racing. When you go online, it's really going to be about your car and the way you've set it up. We're going to have over a dozen cars that you can choose from, and on top of that, there are 10 or 12 different body parts on that car that you can customize, and we'll have dozens of those as well. So the combinations are just going to be millions, and you can then of course adjust the colors as well, the paint job, and the decals that go on. So I mean, really, when you go online, how you decked your car out is going to be how you're recognized. The new faces, you saw the intro today, right away it showcases Razor, who is sort of your arch rival. He's the star racer for the rival gang lord. and the gang lord uses him to take out the other competition. They use very devious methods, and in this city, basically rules don't apply, and it's all about the combat, and they basically try to take out their competition by any means necessary. So he's a real one to watch out for. We also showcased GT Blitz today, who is the race commissioner, and he's also the announcer who broadcasts this sport for all the world to see. And he comes in, and actually he enlists the help of Pecker from the previous Jack games to help the color commentary, and so that works out real well. Oh yeah, well we got a great new feature in Jack X with the PSP coming out. There is a Daxter PSP game in the works, and Jack X is going to support some compatibility with it through the use of unlockable secrets via the USB cable. So you'll be able to unlock vehicles and characters from the Daxter game. So look for that extra functionality. Jack X is coming out on the PlayStation 2 this fall, 2005.